It's time to refresh your yard during spring backyard days at the Home Depot. Get low prices guaranteed on propane grills starting at $179, like the Next Grill 3-burner gas grill. Or get $50 off a select Weber Spirit grill and bring big flavor to your backyard. Then set the scene with Hampton-based string lights that bring it all together. Shop spring backyard days for 7 days at the Home Depot, now through May 6th. Exclusions apply. See homedepot.com/price match for details.
This is Optimal Health Daily. Never Have a Bad Workout Again by Dave Bonollo with BachPerformance.com. And I'm Dr. Neil, your very own personal narrator. Let's get right to today's article as we optimize your life. Never Have a Bad Workout Again by Dave Bonollo with BachPerformance.com. Here's why workouts are like and how my Ladder of Workout Awesomeness will ensure you never have a bad workout again. How many times have you had bad sex? If you consider the alternative of not having sex, even bad sex is still pretty dang good. Now let me ask you, how many times have you had a bad workout? Odds are this number is considerably higher. I'd argue it's more frustrating than not getting any. Don't lie. You've considered quitting the gym after plateauing for a while. I know I have. Then I go on Instagram and I see someone crushing a personal record. It's almost like everyone in the world besides me is crushing it every day. What's a bad gym session? Before prescribing the cure, let's first diagnose the disease. What exactly is a bad gym session? Did you miss a personal record? Was your energy non-existent? Were you sucking wind more than usual? Each of these things can put a damper on a pretty sweet gym session. Put them together, and you might as well pack it up and consider the day a waste. The truth is, you can't kill it every day in the gym. Some days are just going to suck. Acceptance of this fact is the first step. The next step is to define what a good workout is. Hitting a personal record? Lifting more than last time? Never-ending energy? If these were the only criteria for a good workout, I'd only have 2 or 3 awesome workouts a month. That wouldn't have been enough to keep me working out hard for more than 10 years. An awesome workout and a bad workout, like everything else, are based on perception and perspective. These days, I have only awesome workouts. I don't hit a personal record every day, and that includes when I was recovering from back surgery, hoisting a whopping 25 pounds. I chose to look at my workouts like even a bad workout is better than no workout. Personal record or bust. Using personal records is the obvious go-to for progress checking. It's pretty bad when you push yourself further than you've ever gone before. It's also one of the hardest to achieve. It's like trying to score an 80-yard touchdown every carry. You need to lay down some 2 to 3 yard gains to set up that 80-yarder. When you start working out, racking up personal records is easy. I mean, it's easy since your previous personal record was what, 0? Don't get me wrong. Focusing on personal records is a good way to stay motivated in the beginning, but it shouldn't be the basis of an awesome workout once you've been lifting for a while. If you can hit a personal record once or twice a month, then you're trending in the right direction. And that doesn't have to be a 1-rep personal record. It could be a 5-rep or a 10-rep personal record. Any progress is good progress. And getting frustrated with your progress at the gym doesn't do anyone any good. Reframe how you judge the awesomeness of your workout. Perception is everything. If you have a crappy outlook, then everything will be crappy. If you look at your workouts in a different light, then workouts and belong in the same category of awesomeness, as they should. In fact, Arnold Schwarzenegger famously made this comparison in the documentary Pumping Iron. Here is how to reframe your perception. The Ladder of Workout Awesomeness explained. If setting personal records and lifting more than last time are your only criteria for a good workout, I wish you the best. But you're going to be one unhappy person. It all comes down to measuring progress. Did you get better than last time? I introduce you to the Ladder of Workout Awesomeness. Cue the trumpets. The Ladder of Workout Awesomeness is personal record. You've accomplished something you've never done, like a 405-pound deadlift. Weight. You increased the amount of weight lifted. Volume. You increased the number of reps. Frequency. You worked out more often, such as moving from 3 workouts to 4 workouts a week. Form. You stopped rounding your back on deadlifts. Score. Did you show up? Consistency is the most important factor for transforming your physique. The Ladder of Workout Awesomeness explained. This ladder works like every other ladder on the planet. You start at the bottom. Did you show up? If you did, you had a good workout. This means you didn't die last night. This is huge. Most people can't muster enough motivation to get to the gym, but you did. Now I know you might be thinking, that's like giving everyone a ribbon for participating. But keep in mind that most people don't participate in the first place. They're too busy thinking of excuses and rationalizing not going to the gym. You didn't do that. That's a huge win in itself. Form. You can never go wrong when focusing on form. It's the most important thing keeping you out of the emergency room. Good form takes practice. Lots and lots of practice. Even if you could do a power clean in your sleep, a little practice now and then will help you when you need it most. If you can make progress with your form, you'll be doing your future self a huge service. Frequency. After having good form, did you make it to the gym more this week than last week? Did you do 2 back workouts in 1 week? That's progress. I bet you weren't crushing 2 back workouts in a week a few months ago. Volume. Are you doing 4 sets of 10 reps now? But weren't you using that same weight when you were doing 3 sets of 10 repetitions last week? Adding an extra set or hammering out a few more reps than you did last week is all progress. Revel in it. Weight. A numerical representation of progress that we showcase on social media. Adding more weight to the bar is tough to do. It doesn't matter if it's 2 pounds or 50 pounds. Progress is progress. If you do this, congrats, bruh. You're in the upper echelon of awesome gym sessions. Personal record. Let the euphoria of the personal record wash over you as you post this on social media. Remember, it's not bragging if it's true. You have reached the pinnacle of gym achievements. If you can lift more than you ever have in any lift, celebrate that. The takeaway. Excitement mounts as you go up the ladder. Personal records may get all the Instagram likes, but don't forget about the factors that lead to your success. First, you need to show up. Then, you may need to train more often, use more volume, and add weight to the bar before going for personal records. Once you ingrain these habits, you'll be well on your way to never having bad workouts again. You just listened to the post titled, Never Have a Bad Workout Again by Dave Bonollo with BachPerformance.com, and I'll be right back with my commentary. If you've been optimizing your diet, your protein intake, your sleep, you're already ahead of most people. But here's one thing most of us completely miss: the quality of the water we're drinking every single day. That's why I started using Cove Pure at home. It's a water purifier that sits right on your counter and plugs straight in. No plumber or drilling required. Cove Pure's Clear Wave reverse osmosis technology is lab certified to remove up to 99.9% of contaminants. It's not just chlorine, PFAS, lead, microplastics, pharmaceutical residue. If it isn't water, Cove Pure removes it. The removable pitcher is super convenient, and being able to choose whatever temperature you want is my favorite feature. Water is the most fundamental thing you put in your body. Every cell runs on it. So make sure what you're drinking is clean. Go to covepure.com/OHD. And because you're a listener of the show, if you use that link, you can get $250 off. That's covepure.com/OHD. If you're a small business, the right hire can be make or break. Hoping the right people see your job posting isn't the best growth strategy. When the pressure's on and you need the right hire, this is a job for sponsored jobs. Join the 3.3 million employers worldwide that use Indeed to connect with quality talent that fits their needs. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Less stress, less time, more results. When you need the right person to cut through the chaos, this is a job for Indeed sponsored jobs. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to help get your job the premium status it deserves at Indeed.com/podcast. Just go to Indeed.com/podcast right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need to hire? This is a job for Indeed sponsored jobs. Dr. Neil here for my commentary. I loved that today's author, Dave, talked about the importance of just showing up. When it comes to staying consistent with your goals, showing up may make all the difference. And if and when you show up, you deserve a pat on the back just for that. And in fact, I would tell my patients this all the time. On more than one occasion, I would have a patient show up to my office and they would barely be able to make eye contact with me. They wouldn't even be able to look me in the eye. This usually was a sign that they didn't follow through on the goals we had set the last time we met. And they were feeling badly about the fact that they, quote unquote, cheated on their meal plan or got lazy again. But I would dismiss these kinds of statements and remind them that they still showed up. They didn't cancel their appointment. They are there, sitting in front of me, which means it's still a win. Think about all the steps this patient had to take to just sit in that chair in front of me. They had to wake up and not ignore the alarm clock, get dressed, fight the urge to cancel their appointment or just be a no-show, make time in their day to fight traffic to get to my office, then drive over, using precious gasoline and adding wear and tear to their car, sit in the waiting room while fighting the urge to just want to turn around and go back home, and then finally face me and admit that they didn't meet the goals we had set. Showing up then is not easy. It's not easy at all. So give yourself credit when you show up. Please don't downplay this fact. All right, that wraps up today's episode. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being a subscriber and sharing the show with someone. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for another Q&A episode and where your optimal life awaits.